Hello everyone, my name is Khushali and the topic for today's discussion is the role of lawyers in civil rights litigation. Today we are going to talk about something really important, that is the incredible work of civil rights lawyers in India. Civil rights lawyers are out there fighting tooth and nail for justice and equality. They are passionate advocates who want to take a stand for discrimination or injustice. These lawyers work tirelessly to protect the rights of individuals and communities and making sure that everyone is getting treated fairly. And you know what? Despite all the challenges they face, they are still going strong, dedicated to safeguarding human rights and promoting equality in our society. With their legal skills and solid advocacy, civil rights lawyers are making a real difference. They are determined to ensure that every single person is treated with dignity and fairness under the law. Alright, now what is civil rights litigation? It is a kind of face off in court where lawyers are fighting for fairness. When someone's basic rights promised by the Indian Constitution are crushed on, then that's when the civil rights litigation comes in the role. I am talking about rights like equality, freedom of speech, and protection from unfair treatment, which are guaranteed by Articles 14, 19, and 21. Skilled lawyers tap into the help for those whose rights have been violated. They aim to set things straight and uphold justice and equality. They are basically the heroes working to ensure that everyone gets a fair shake under the law. Now, let's talk about what civil rights lawyers actually do. They are not just your average lawyers, they are like legal warriors, fighting for what's right. And here are some of their responsibilities. Starting with legal representation. Civil rights lawyers are the voice of individuals or groups whose rights have been violated. They stand up for their clients in court, presenting their case, arguing for their rights, and making sure that their voices are heard loud and clear. Then it comes advocacy, activism, and PIL. These lawyers aren't just stuck in courtrooms. They are out in the world, raising awareness about civil rights issues and pushing for policy changes. They work with communities and various organizations to fight against injustice and make sure everyone is treated fairly. They also use public interest litigation (PIL) to address broader social issues and hold the authorities accountable. Then it comes research and investigation. Civil rights cases require serious digging. Lawyers dive into statutes, case laws, and past examples to build a solid case. They also interview people, gather documents, and crunch numbers to uncover examples of discrimination or rights violations. Then it comes strategic litigation. These lawyers are not just throwing lawsuits around randomly, they are strategic about it. They pick cases that can set important legal precedents. They challenge unfair laws and push for big changes in society. Fifth is empowerment and support. Beyond the legal stuff that they used to perform, civil rights lawyers are there to support their clients emotionally. They help them to understand their rights, also navigate them about the legal system and stand up against the injustice happening with them. Then, when we talk about community engagement, civil rights lawyers are all about working with the people affected by discriminations. You know, they team up with community leaders and organizations to fight for justice and spread awareness about rights. Last is policy advocacy. This lawyer also get involved in shaping laws and regulations that protect civil liberties and also promote equality. They work with lawmakers and various organizations to draft new laws, push for policy changes that are required to be made, and make sure that everyone's rights are respected. So, we can say in a nutshell, civil rights lawyers are superheroes who are fighting for injustice, equality, and human rights in India. They use their legal skills, advocacy efforts, and sheer determination to make sure that everyone gets treated fairly and with dignity. Now, let us understand deeper into the challenges faced by civil rights lawyers in India. Limited resources. Now, civil rights lawyers often work with tight budgets and limited staff. Without even enough funding, they struggle to gather evidence, hire experts, or cover other costs that are crucial for building a strong case. This lack of resources can significantly hamper their ability to provide effective legal representation. Then it comes complex legal system. When we talk about India's legal system, it can be like we are walking through a web. You know, lawyers have to deal with tricky laws, lengthy court procedures, and piles of paperwork. Cases can drag on for years, due to the procedural delays, leaving lawyers and their clients frustrated by the slow pace of justice. Then, the most scary one challenge is threats and intimidation. Some civil rights lawyers may also face threats, harassment, or even physical violence from those who oppose their work. Powerful individuals or groups may try to intimidate lawyers into dropping cases or backing down from advocating for their clients' rights. This creates a climate of fear and insecurity for both lawyers and their clients. Then it comes lack of awareness. Many people in India, especially those from marginalized communities, are unaware of their legal rights, or they are not aware how to access those legal assistance. Civil rights lawyers often find themselves spending valuable time educating their clients about their rights and explaining the legal process, which can slow down the progress of cases. It can consume lot of time. Then it comes political pressure. Lawyers who take on cases against the government or powerful individuals may face political pressure or interference. Politicians may attempt to influence the judicial process, or they may also discredit lawyers through slander campaigns, making it difficult for them to carry out their work independently and effectively. Sixth is limited remedies. Even when civil rights lawyers win a case, securing meaningful remedies for their clients can be challenging. The legal system may offer limited avenues for redress, and sometimes court orders may not be effectively enforced. As a result, Client may not receive adequate compensation or see tangible changes in their situation. Then it comes public perception. Civil rights lawyers sometimes face public scrutiny with their work being misunderstood or misrepresented in the media. They may be labeled as troublemakers or activists, undermining their credibility and making it harder for them to garner support for their cause. Now, despite this disheartening challenges, civil rights lawyers in India remain committed to their mission of fighting for justice and equality. They continue to advocate tirelessly for the rights of marginalized communities, working towards a more equitable and inclusive society. Now, civil rights lawyers in India are instrumental in driving significant changes towards a fairer and more equitable society. Here is a detailed look at how they make a thoughtful impact, starting with setting legal precedents. Civil rights lawyers handle landmark cases that can redefine legal interpretations and principles. For example, in the Vishaka versus State of Rajasthan case, they fought for guidelines to prevent workplace harassment, which marked a significant stride in protecting women's rights in the workplace. Similarly, in the Nas Foundation versus Government of NCT of Delhi case, civil rights lawyers campaigned for the decriminalization of consensual same-sex relationships, paving the way for LGBTQ plus rights recognition. Then it comes holding powerful people accountable. These lawyers ensure accountability among government bodies, corporations, and other influential entities. By challenging unjust policies and practices, they ensure that powerful adhere to legal standards, thereby fostering a more just and transparent society. Third is empowering marginalized voices. Civil rights lawyers act as advocates for marginalized communities like backward communities, providing legal representation to them and amplifying their voices. Through their efforts, marginalized individuals and groups gain access to the legal system and can demand justice for discrimination and rights violation that they face. Then it comes educating the public about rights. They conduct extensive public education campaigns to increase awareness about legal rights and remedies. Workshops, seminars, and outreach programs conducted by civil rights lawyers empower individuals to recognize and assert their rights. Like ultimately, this fosters a more legally aware society. Then it comes working collaboratively for a change. Civil rights lawyers collaborate with public organizations, activists, and other stakeholders to address systematic injustices that are happening in the society. By forming they form various associations. From there, they pool resources, share expertise, and coordinate advocacy efforts to tackle societal issues collectively. Then it comes advocating for legal reforms. These lawyers actively engage with policymakers to advocate for legislative reforms that can promote social justice. They also draft proposals, provide expert testimony, and even lobby for changes in laws and policies to ensure that the protection of civil liberties and equal rights for all citizens are being done properly. Then it comes providing legal guidance. Civil rights lawyers offer legal guidance and support to individuals, those who are facing discriminations, by providing counsel and representation. They also empower individuals to navigate the legal system effectively and seek redressal for their grievances. Now, the challenge is fighting against discrimination. At the forefront of the battle against discrimination, civil rights lawyers challenge discriminatory practices in various spheres of society. They litigate cases involving discrimination which are based on race, religion, gender, caste, and other characteristics. They also strive to dismantle systematic barriers and promote equality. Hence, we can say that through their multi layered efforts, civil rights lawyers in India play a pivotal role in affecting meaningful change in our society by campaigning justice, equality, and human rights for all the members of our society. And hence, it can be said that in India's legal system, civil rights cases are like rays of hope shining on the path toward fairness, equality, and respect. Just think of civil rights lawyers as the guardians of our democracy. They always fight for the rights of everyone. They work tirelessly to make sure that every person, regardless of who they are, is treated fairly and with respect under the law. As India deals with its diverse society, the work of civil rights lawyers becomes even more important. They are like the strong foundation that holds up the idea of a fair, inclusive, and equal society as outlined in our constitution. Even when faced with challenges, civil rights lawyers never give up upon their mission to make society better. Their work not only changes laws but also inspires people to stand up for their what's right in their communities. In simple words, civil rights lawyers are like the moral compass of our society. They are guiding us toward a future where justice and equality will be the norm. Through their hard work and dedication, they are making sure that everyone's rights are protected and that democracy truly works for everyone now and also in the future. With this, I'm concluding today's discussion. Thank you for watching.